Hey you! If you're enjoying Skyline REM and want to help make it happen, you can apply to join our backstage team in the description of this video. If you don't have the time or means, don't sweat it. Subscribe, leave a like, and enjoy the video instead. Thaumaturgy can be considered an umbrella term for the subset of magic utilizing the vis found commonly within REM's environments, rather than the magic located inside of an individual. Throughout my studies, I have come to master several of the different practices of thaumaturgy to further my research. However, I would define my work in golemancy and eldritch studies to be my strongest. Ooh! Golemancy? What the heck is that? Oh, magic book, where have you been all my life? You've got to be the coolest thing I've ever—
Rex!
Ah! What the heck, Ellis?
Come on, get up. This is important. I figured out how we're gonna get back to Ren.
What?
Just fake it. I only know how to pull myself apart. I never thought I'd go this far, but I hope the spark is over now. Run away, out of time. Find a place where I can never hide. I let it run, change, or even stop. Let it burn, I'll never be coming back. 'Cause I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. I'm hoping somebody will say losing my mind. Cause I'm losing my mind.
Ellis stands over you with a determined glint in her eyes and a slight grin on her face. Still, she raises her eyebrows as though she's expecting you to say something in response to her announcement, but you can't help but just blink at her in shock. Well? What? Her eye twitches. I just dropped the biggest piece of news onto your lap, and that's the best you can give me? Not even a great job, Ellis, or a thank the gods you can finally get out of this city! Dude, I don't know how I'm supposed to respond. This came out of literally nowhere. She grabs you by the shoulders. How about a little bit of excitement, huh? I know how we're going to contact Ren to get us out of Erwin. Isn't that awesome? I mean, yeah. So how do we do it? I did a little investigating of my own, she explains, bringing a hand to her chin smugly. While you've been working to keep us financially stable, I've been working at figuring out a way back. Eventually, my search brought me to a merchant staying at the Carpera docks. He travels by sea, so he's got a ship docked in the harbor. And so he can take us to Ren? No way, she shakes her head. He's a merchant, not a ferryman. He can't give us a ride, but he said he wouldn't be unwilling to deliver a letter for us. She sits back on the bed, leaning forward and resting her elbows on her knees. So I told him about a place off the coast that Ren visits frequently, and for the right price, he'll sail on out there to deliver that letter. Once Ren gets it, she'll know exactly where we are, and she'll pick us up herself. Foolproof. Alright, so how much does he want? That's the problem. Ellis stands up immediately, starting to pace. Apparently, the place I told him about is completely out of the way, in the exact opposite direction of his usual trade route. So if we want him to deliver this letter, it's gonna cost us an arm and a leg, at least. Didn't you say we have barely enough to keep this room? Your brain chooses some really irritating moments to start working, she grimaces. With how much this room costs us on the daily, it's getting harder and harder to keep making consistent payments. Even with you working a different job every day, we usually just end up breaking even. She frowns. So, if we want to get back to Ren, we're gonna have to find a way to make some major coin, and fast. Okay, well, how fast is fast? I don't know, Rex, Alice sighs, massaging her temple. This merchant isn't gonna wait around for us to make up our minds. He's got his own schedule to uphold. Plus, the longer it takes for us to pay him, the longer this inn is gonna run us dry. Which means, the longer I've got to do daily jobs to make ends meet. Glad we're on the same page. So then, how do we get more money? Beats me, Alice shrugs. Come on, man, I just put in the work figuring out how to get back to Ren. I can't do everything. Throw out some ideas. Give me something to work with. You set your Thaumonomicon aside while Alice continues to pace. There has to be some way for you guys to get a couple more funds, right? Consider the past couple of weeks. Made plenty of connections. But can any of those connections possibly help you? Suddenly, two individuals flash through your mind. You straighten up. Maybe they could help you? They seemed willing the last time you needed their help. At the very least, they could have some advice, right? Ellis notices your change in posture. Got an idea over there, moron? I think so. I might know some people I could talk to. Alright then! Alice nods. I mean, it's worth a shot, right? At this point, I'm open to anything as long as he gets us back where we belong. She walks towards the door. Well, you handle that. I guess I could also try and reach out to some of my own people. I could see if Kylan's caught wind of anything bigger or something like that. Alright. Let's meet back up here tonight, then. Fine by me. Alice adjusts her vest before throwing open the door. I'll hunt down Kylan. You hunt down... whoever. She narrows her eyes. Get me something good, Rex. Catch you later. See ya! Alright. Guess that's a day today. And that's what the plan is. Holy follows. Okay, hold on. Let me go through these real quick. Omega, thank you for following. Unwantedly, thank you for following. Flower Blossom, thank you. Zora the Reaper, thank you. King Delton, thank you. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate the follows. And Queen, thank you for the bits. And welcome, new chatters. You'll be seeing me back in your comments, so take care unwantedly. Hopefully you can catch up. Well, now the itinerary for today. We're gonna need to get some more jobs to make some mad cash right now. Just stretch out, limber up. I tried making some headway and cracking open my book, but couldn't exactly get too far. I never really get the chance to sit down. But what I do, the stuff I read seems pretty interesting. There's like schools of magic and things like that. Apparently thaumaturgy is just one of them. Oh, it seems so cool. Okay. Regardless, we're gonna have to head out now. Maybe give Alice ample time to distance herself. Oh, let's make sure we have everything first. Just real quick. Yeah, we don't need any of that stuff. We got a trusty spell with us. We have our Thaumonomicon. I'm gonna close that. Whoops. We have our trusty spell. We have our Thaumonomicon. We have Julia's coin, a room key, and I should honestly put this on. I took it off to read, but here we go. Let's see. Such a nice inn. I honestly don't mind staying here. It's just a shame it costs so much money. Time for a Skyline REM stream. Well, I'm glad there's new people tuning in. Hey, I hope you're enjoying the journey so far. Well, I have an idea, but I don't know where I'm gonna find them. We met a couple of people the other day, a while ago, and they were really helpful. Like some of the most helpful people I've come across. I'm thinking if we can find them again, they might be able to help us out again. I just wouldn't know where to look. I guess I just have to go back to the same place. Maybe they're there again? If we're lucky. As usual, Erwin's a large size, the curse in terms of finding people. I could see that. It is huge. It's a whole city. Yeah, I feel like I can never run into the same person twice, but maybe we'll get lucky. I mean, at the very least, if you know where to look. I bet if we hit up Aurora Alley, we might see them again. So let's just make our way over there. Oh, I'll never get over the aqueduct and how beautiful it is. This city in general. It's just so amazing. The Hyper Duo? Yeah, if we can find them. How was your day? It's been pretty good so far. I got to crack open my book. I've been sitting down and reading it. And I mean, I guess what Ellis just hit me with was good news. We just gotta make the best of it, I suppose. I mean, it was certainly news, I suppose. One step closer to getting back in touch with Ren. Letting them know that we're all okay. Somber and Solus would make the perfect combo. See, Somber is cool. Solus is also cool. So when you have them both, you get double the cool. I almost got lost, by the way. I immediately started stumbling down an alleyway. That wasn't even on, like, purpose or anything. That was entirely accidental, and that almost just happened. It's been a bit since I was able to catch a Skyline stream. Well, welcome, welcome. You get a job from the lady in the letter? That's a good backup plan. We could talk to Penel... Oh, I'm opt right now. Hopefully someone just fix that. I don't know. That's a good shout. We could That's a good shout. We can maybe get a job from how was your name pronounced again? Penelope. We could get a job from Penelope. So far our lessons have also been pretty useful. I think that's what's inspired me to keep reading my book. She said it would work just about as good as any textbook for thaumaturgy, just maybe a little bit less credible. But as long as it works, it works. Oh, beautiful square. Ah, smell that? That is the smell of a busy city. Oh, as you try to wrestle your way through the busy square, you suddenly hear some rather loud and familiar voices coming from nearby. Scent of coffee drifting through the air as the doors to the cafe open. How brilliant! I could not think of a better way to start our morning than a cup of coffee and some pastries! Wouldn't you agree, Solus? Somber, look it! I got powdered sugar on my nose! Ah, so you do! Allow me to help you there! Do you need my handkerchief, perhaps? Hmm? You quickly turn towards the voices as Solus and Somber begin to walk through the square. Somber would have a cup of coffee in his hand, while Solus has a flaky pastry in hers. The pastry is smothered in powdered sugar, so much that more and more continue to fall off every time Solus takes a step. Make sure you finish your meal quickly, Solus! We have a busy day ahead, and I would hate for us to fall behind schedule! Stop being so serious, Solus giggles as Somber wipes the powdered sugar off her nose. Her mouth curls into a smug, feline smirk. We'll be fine. Wait, you guys, hey! You rush through the crowd, rushing to Solus and Somber's side. Both of them turn in your direction, and simultaneously their expressions light up. Rex! Silver Guy! They rush forward to meet you, with Somber giving you a brisk pat on the back. Solus, on the other hand, would place her pastry into her mouth before bending her knees, preparing to pounce. Oh, Solus, no! Somber tries to stop her, but it's too late! The cat girl leaps through the air, tackling you to the ground. Ah! Solus giggles excitedly, sitting directly on top of you as you lay sprawled out on the ground. Hello! She beams, removing the pastry from her mouth to take a big bite. Are you quite alright, Rex? I do apologize for Solus. She tends to get quite excited when she sees people she likes. You don't say. Ow. Somber pulls Solus off of you, allowing you to recover and stand to your feet. Still, I must say it's absolutely fantastic to see you again, Rex. I had not anticipated meeting you again so soon. How incredibly marvelous! The last time we saw you, it took me 2 hours to get all the slime out of my hair. Solus proudly states. That information was not entirely necessary, Solus, but I'm certain he appreciates the enthusiasm. I'm actually really glad I ran into you guys. Again. I need your help. Also, again. They glance at one another before looking back at you, beaming. Are we going on another adventure? Solus asks. Our schedule was rather booked, but I see no reason why we cannot take the time to assist you as well, Somber announces. What was it that you required of us? I don't really know how to explain it without it sounding really bad. You frown. So, pretty much, I need to make some money, and fast. And so you guys helped me before the drop of a hat. I thought maybe you could help me again. They both blink at your statement, quietly. before, I see absolutely no problem why we would not assist you in obtaining some extra funding!
Don't worry, Rex. I like coins too. They're super shiny, huh? How much do you need?
Like, a lot. You may be in luck, Somber shouts, putting his arm around your shoulder and another hand on his hip. Solis and I were given a task from the guild that we are part of. We were planning on heading out on a lengthy expedition outside the city to investigate some ruins, which appeared due to the awakening. Guild? Wait, did you say ruins? Indeed, Somber nods.
You should come with us. It'll be so much fun.
Solis jumps up and down as she finishes her pastry, shoving the rest of it down her throat. And if our expedition is a success, then I assure you that you shall be paid handsomely for your assistance, Somber states. That sounds so cool! I'm in!
Hooray!
Solis calls happily, skipping ahead through the square.
Let's go adventuring!
Don't run too far ahead, Solis! Somber calls after her, giving you a backwards glance. Quickly now, Rex, follow us! It'll be absolutely incredible to have you on board! Heck yeah! Alright, let's go! I actually miss hanging out with these two. I was wondering when I would run into them again. I mean, it's been nice and all now that I have a routine. Doing odd jobs, going to, magic classes. Haven't actually seen them around too much outside of that. I'm glad I found them again. That day that we worked together in order to get that stuff was really fun. They definitely stand out in a crowd, though. I really do appreciate their company. It's crazy to think about it, but, I feel like I'm genuinely making friends. I don't know if that's a weird thing to say, but I feel like I'm actually making, valuable, meaningful connections. And I'm kind of excited. I can't imagine a day with these two that isn't fun. I'm sure they seem like the type that have fun every day of their lives. Wonder what ruins we're gonna check out. The last time I saw any ruins, was when we first showed up in Arrowin. That was on accident. Wasn't exactly looking for them. And apparently, according to Ellis, I'm connected somehow. I don't exactly know what that means, but maybe checking them out will give us some clues. Who knows? Looks like we're heading back towards the front of the city. So we're going towards the exit? Oh, that's so exciting. Last time we went outside, we were completely lost, but these two might know where they're going. Might actually get to see the sights of the wilderness. Oh, apparently it's dangerous. Nah, who am I kidding? I got a magic gauntlet. And a really cool boss sword, so I can definitely rock it. Hey, what's up, Camo? How you doing? Good day to you, guard. Good day to you, other guard. It's just a good day. Honestly, most days in Erewhon are pretty good. Even when I have to go do these, chores of tasks. I kind of enjoy them. They're pretty good. Oh, the other day, I was trying to help someone varnish, some wood, right? Apparently, I didn't grab varnish, I grabbed paint. And I dyed their entire table blue because I just threw out the paint bucket on it. So that wasn't a fun day. I had to redo all of that work. I had to scrape the paint off and then I had to revarnish it and repolish it. And it was all for one table. I could never make furniture, ever. But I guess the finished product did look pretty cool. You guys know what varnish is? It has this very pungent scent to it and it gives a gloss. It's really cool. You, Solus, and Somber rest through Latona, before eventually arriving back at the city's entrance. You can't help but look towards the arch that towers over you. You haven't set foot outside the city since you arrived. Has anything changed since then? You've heard plenty about the awakening increasing monster sightings and spreading ancient magic across the land. Maybe this is your chance to see that magic for yourself. You could learn something new and make some money at the same time. It's a win-win. Come along then, Rex! We have a long journey ahead of us! Somber calls back to you. Coming! Somber and Solus both walk forward confidently towards the arch. You notice a couple of guards stationed nearby, watching Solus and Somber carefully. Just before they make it past the arch, the guards walk forward. Halt! The siblings glance towards the guard. Somber gives him a respectful nod, while Solus waves enthusiastically at him. Hello! As per Erwin's new policy, we cannot allow civilians to leave the city without a permit or an escort. The guard responds. Do you have any documentation authorizing your departure? Ah! Of course, sir! Somber beams. He reaches into his satchel, withdrawing 2 signed documents with rather official wax stamps pressed out to the bottom of the page. We have authorization under the authority of the Galestriders! Galestriders? The guard looks over the documentation carefully. Could you both confirm your first and last names for me, please? Somber Ravenstein! Somber states. And this is my sister,
Solus Ravenstein!
Solus announces loudly. Indeed! All right, that checks out. The guard nods, handing the papers back to Somber. Thank you for your cooperation. They're both free to go. Brilliant! Somber exclaims, placing the papers back into his satchel. Thank you for your assistance, sir! Come along then, Rex and Solus! Somber and Solus begin to walk off down the path. However, when you attempt to follow them, the same guard would hold up a hand, stopping you in your tracks. Hold it. Do you have any documentation authorizing your departure? All individuals attempting to exit Erwin's borders must produce official documentation before they're allowed to leave. The guard once more explains. No, but I'm with them. If you don't have any documentation, I'm afraid I cannot allow you to leave the city. The guard shakes his head. Ordinary civilians are not allowed to depart unless they are authorized to leave or are joined by an escort. It's for your own safety, sir. What about them? Couldn't they be my escorts? I'm afraid that they're not licensed escorts, the guard states plainly. Solus and Somber both glance back at you as you struggle with this guard. Is there a problem? Somber tilts his head. What? This guard won't let me leave! I assure you it'll be alright. Somber steps forward, putting his hands up to try and defuse the situation. He'll be assisting in our expedition, and therefore shall be under supervision at all times! Do you have any official documentation of this? Well, not particularly, Somber states, scratching the back of his neck. Rex doesn't need dumb papers, Solus pouts. He can handle himself. Yeah, I know how to defend myself. I'm afraid I have no proof of that. Oh yeah? Solus frowns. Just look at his arm. He's got cool fire magic in his gauntlet thingy. See? Yup. Maybe you've heard of it. My very cool and rare Thaumic gauntlet. Huh? You hold the gauntlet up to the guard for him to see. However, he wouldn't seem particularly impressed, looking down at your arm and then back up at you. Please step back in Erwin, sir, the guard states plainly. Okay. You hang your head in defeat, spinning on your heels and walking back into Erwin in shame. Solus and Somber glance at one another before running after you. There, Rex! I said that we may find a different opportunity to assist you! That rule's so lame, Solus pouts. Its existence is quite reasonable, I'm afraid, Solus. Somber frowns. But now you can't go on an adventure with Rex! You guys can go ahead. You can try and figure something else out, maybe? No way! Solus pouts. Solus! Somber tries to reason with her. Somber! She bounces, disappointed. You and I both know that Rex is plenty strong. He'll beat up that slime in the forest. He knows how to fight, so he's not like the other people in Erwin. There's gotta be a way we can bring him with us. Like what? If the guards are following some dumb rule, then why not talk to someone really important? Solus asks. Individuals of such importance probably don't have the time for such trivial matters, Somber states, bringing a hand to his chin. They have other priorities, and certainly would not take interest in allowing a single silver-eyed dread to bend the rules. You think back to the first time you came to Erwin. Did you know about one person with some level of authority? Maybe they could help you in this case? And considering everyone always praised them for being understanding, forgiving, and respectable, there's no way the guards at the front would be able to deny you if you got this person on your team. Do either of you know about Captain Lane? Well, of course! Somber nods. Captain Lane is one of the commanders of the Aegean Vanguard. He has pretty long hair, too. It's blue like mine. Solus raises her hand. Where do you think he'd be right now? Somber and Solus both pause. Somber would enter his classic thinking pose, and Solus, glancing at him, would emulate that pose herself. I cannot say that I'm aware of the exact schedules of the Aegean Vanguard, Somber admits. But if I were to guess, we could always visit the Latona barracks and ask if he is present.
Do you have an idea, Rex?
Solus asks. Something like that. Let's hope he's in Erewhon and not on patrol. Latona barracks, huh? Alright, let's just head over there. Oh, Pokey, thank you for the follow. And Blue Refer, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Oh, hold on. Hydrate. Scrumptious. Let's go. Let's see. Really hope Captain Lane's there. Kinda sounds like my main option right now. I mean, he's the only other connection I have that's high up, right? I don't exactly know how to get a hold of anyone else. As much as I've interacted with people in the city, it feels like I haven't really networked all that well. And I guess I've never really been good at networking anyway. Meeting new people is always kind of hard for me. The three of you approach the Latona barracks, looking around hesitantly. A number of guards would be training outside, testing their skills with a sword against dummies or their aim with a bow, focusing on some hay targets a couple feet away. In all the years we've lived in Erewhon, I can't say we've ever had the pleasure to witness the Aegean Vanguard's training regimen. How truly fascinating! Sombre exclaims.
Ooh!
Solus's eyes sparkle. Well, let's hope that Captain Lane's actually here. Oh, hey! To your relief, you notice Lane standing nearby in the sand. He has his arms crossed, and a serious expression on his face as he watches over the other guards. You overhear a couple of the guards as they walk past you, entering the barracks themselves. Can you believe it? Captain Lane usually never oversees our training! I just hope we haven't disappointed him. He hasn't said a word since we came out of here. He's just collecting his thoughts, the other guard states. No doubt when he's ready, he'll have plenty of notes to give us to help us improve. He has amazing attention to detail. You look back toward Lane, who continues to glance over the training area indifferently. He sighs. You immediately start to walk in his direction confidently, Solus and Somber trailing behind you. You can overhear Solus giggling.
Pretty blue hair!
Indeed, it is a nice shade. Solus, no! This is not one of the individuals you may pounce on! You stop in your tracks, standing directly behind Lane. You clear your throat. Hey, Captain, remember me? He wouldn't seem overly surprised by your sudden appearance, casually looking back at you. He nods his head, turning his attention to you fully. He doesn't say anything else, just blinking at you, as if waiting for you to say something. However, his entire lack of a response makes you forget everything you wanted to say. Did you need help with something? He asks quickly, looking left and right awkwardly as more and more guards step onto the sand to train. Indeed! Somber speaks up loudly. That would take Lane by surprise, as you notice his eyes visibly widen at Somber's limitless energy. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Captain! I've heard very much about you! All good things, I assure you! I hope that is not an inconvenience to your busy schedule, but we could use your assistance and authority with an external affair! Maybe I should explain?
Is it true that you can take out 12 monsters at once without magic?
Solus jumps forward curiously. I was also rather curious of that! Somber agrees. Lane answers simply, although you can't tell if he's answering truthfully or just so they'll stop asking him questions. Guys, maybe if we stay on track for this one? Yes, of course! Somber nods, turning back to Lane. As I was saying before, we could use your assistance! You see, Solus and I, we are members of the Galestriders, have the capability to leave Erewhon for various missions. However, our good friend Rex does not have that same authorization, and we're hoping to bring him with us on our expedition! Lane pauses, glancing back at you. You want to leave Erewhon? Heck yeah! I want to go out there and find cool ruins! You couldn't defeat a kabloom.
Well, I've gotten a lot stronger since then. Rex is super strong, Solus agrees. I was just telling the guard at the front gates about it earlier, but Rex beat up a slime in the forest. The windswept woods, yes, just the other day. It was brilliant, Somber nods. He's got cool fire magic and a sword.
Solus's tail sways excitedly. Even so, the land outside the city's dangerous. There's more than just kablooms and slimes. There's much worse waiting for you. Lane states ominously, lowering his head.
Psst, I got this. I can handle it. Please, can you just tell the guard I can go?
He frowns. I can't do that.
Please, Mr. Captain Lane?
Solus pouts, rushing forward to bag alongside you. Lane would immediately seem a bit uncomfortable as you and Solus team against him.
I can assure you that he will be properly looked after by none other than yours truly,
Somber adds loudly. So, what do you say? Notice that a couple of guards have stopped training to look in your direction. Lane would just stare at you, Solus and Somber, for what feels like minutes, his entire body becoming a bit more tense. Then, without any warning, he turns around, facing away from you.
Eh?
Solus tilts her head curiously.
Is that a yes?
He doesn't say anything, deeply inhaling and exhaling.
Wait, seriously?
He keeps his head down, turning on his heels and beginning to walk towards the front gate almost immediately without uttering another word.
I'm confused, Solus blinks. Is he leaving? I believe he said yes, but I'm not sure.
Oh, I see. He wants us to follow him.
Well, how'd you know that? Solus asks. Are you psychic too? Are Silver and Dread psychic, Somber?
I do not believe so.
Are you psychic? No, I'm not psychic.
He just did the same thing the last time I met him. Come on! Oh, where'd he go? It was this way? Alrighty. Okay. Well, this is progress. Now, he's going to tell the front guard that we can leave. We're gonna leave, and it's gonna be, yes! It's gonna be so good! And we're gonna check out some cool, really just awesome ruins. I am so excited. This is probably the coolest task that I've had up to this point. And I thought making a potion was cool. This has got to top that. I can't wait to check out some cool, like, architecture and things like that. You know, I've never actually been to any ruins in real life. You know that? In my own world, I've never actually, like Stonehenge or anything like that. No, I've never been. I always thought it would be cool to check something out like that, though. You know, some ancient piece of history. Alrighty. You, Solus, and Somber, and Lane all walk over to the city entrance. The same guards from before would be waiting by the city's border. As soon as they hear your footsteps approaching, they would stand up straight and walk toward the center of the arch to block your path, just as they did before. Halt, the guard states. As per Erwin's new policy, we cannot allow civilians to... However, his voice is cut off in his throat as soon as he sees Lane. Captain Lane! What are you doing here? Lane crosses his arms, looking past the guard and towards the world beyond Erwin. These three wish to pass, he states simply. The guard glances back at you, Solus, and Somber. Solus gives the guard the smuggest feline grin you've ever seen, while Somber would very awkwardly smile at him, trying to pretend like he didn't just help get the guard in trouble with his captain. Yes, sir, the guard says, nodding. They approached the gate several minutes ago with that request. I confirm that the young Animan girl and the taller man are more than welcome to leave as member of the Galestriders. But the Dread, that Lane starts. Unfortunately, Captain, the Dread was unable to produce official documentation. We're not allowed to permit passage to anyone without said documentation or without a proper escort. Right. Lane stands there for some time in silence. He blinks a couple more times, a bead of sweat falling from his brow, as he glances back towards you, as if to ask what he's supposed to say next. You do your best to try and give Lane the answer via charades. You learn very quickly that he's horrible at charades, and he just stares at you, blankly. Somber and Solus notice this behavior, and Somber quickly steps in. Captain! He shouts, getting everyone's attention. You were here to permit our good friend here passage, correct? Under the assumption that despite our lack of background as escorts, Solus and I would ensure a safe return as an heroine civilian. What he said. Lane turns back to the guard. Nice, Somber. But, Captain, the guard starts to argue. I give the Dread full authorization to leave the city, Lane states, putting his hands on his hips and staring up at the guard. He blinks. Alongside these two guild members, that is. There's a long moment of silence as the guard stares at Lane in shock. Yes, Captain. Slowly, the guard stands out of the way, allowing you, Somber, and Solus to clear a path out of Erewhon. Lane glances back at you all. Go ahead. Awesome! Thanks, man! Lane blinks a bit in surprise at your reply. He rubs the side of his neck, looking to the right. Well then, Somber states, let us be off! The day is still young, and we have a long expedition ahead of us! Adventure! Solus cheers. Adventure! Let's do this! Oh man, I'm so excited. I haven't gone out this way in Erewhon in a while. It's been like at least a couple weeks. Oh man. If I was sitting in a chair, I'd be kicking my legs, and instead it just makes me want to run faster. I remember the first time I walked across this bridge. I remember it like yesterday. Is it really that long ago? Time really flies when you're in Erewhon. I've already spent a couple weeks. Oh, look at that. That river that feeds into that little pond. And the mountains. The fresh air. This is gonna rock! You find yourself once again awed by the lush landscape before you. The vibrant green of the natural flora and the fresh, clean air is almost as magical as the city itself. You stretch your arms up towards the sky, as though you were trying to reach for the sun. When did nature start feeling so awesome? His expedition's always quite exciting, Somber states from next to you. Well, Erewhon clearly has its charm. It's refreshing to spend some time away from the crowds and noise. There's a lot more animals to chase out here, too. Solus giggles. And even more exciting than that, there are ancient relics to be found! Whoa, relics? Indeed! Somber nods. Part of our expedition today is to actually investigate several sets of ruins in search of said relics. Relics are super old and sometimes cool and magic-y, Solus says. And as Galestriders, it is imperative that we venture forth and return these relics for further study in Erewhon. Such pieces could be the key to unlocking dozens of historical mysteries. Well, they sound pretty important. One might even say priceless! Isn't that absolutely incredible? You pause in your tracks. Did you just say priceless? If you managed to find one, then maybe you wouldn't even need to worry about money problems again. Else could contact Ren, and with money like that, who needs to stay at an inn? You could get a house wherever you wanted. The vision of so much fortune fills your thoughts. So, how do we get a relic exactly? Through careful excavation! Somber explains. But first, we must find some suitable routes to investigate. I say we go that way. Solus points away from the main road and into the wilderness. What if we get lost? I assure you, Solus and I are quite careful when it comes to investigating the wilderness, Somber announces, pulling a map out of his satchel. All we need to do is carefully monitor our position in relation to the sun. That way, we'll always know which direction to walk when it is time to return. What are we waiting for? Let's look around. Okay. So those are the strange ruins that have been popping up. They look familiar. Whoa! It's like a family of boars! They all are really glitchy, actually. What the heck? Uh-oh. What causes that weird visual bug? Hopefully they're back to normal. Alright, let's keep going. Whoa. The greenery is breathtaking. Let's see. Whoa! What the heck? I can't even see anything. Oh, sorry, Solus. It's invisible for me. Uh-oh. Let's try, reloading some stuff. Don't forget to collect your drops. You're right. If they drop something, I'll grab it. What's this? Whoa. What are these guys? Absolutely brilliant! Somber quickly exclaims as he circles around the ruined area. Just look at this unique architecture! The engraved details within these pillars are extraordinary! And the intricacies of these brick walls! He rushes back and forth, taking out a notepad to jot down a couple of bullet points down as he observes the ancient stone ruins. So many vines, too. How old do you think this is?
Super old!
Solus exclaims.
That's the old thing about these ruins, Rex!
Umber walks over to you.
When the awakening occurred, several ruins just like this one appeared out of supposedly nowhere. It was as though they popped right out of the ground even! And according to our studies of these structures, we haven't been able to conclude a particular era they belong to. In fact, they appear to be more ancient than any other recorded structure in the area and region, perhaps even dating back to the earliest human civilizations.
Huh. Weird.
Weird indeed,
Somber agrees.
Very little is known about this period of mankind. That is what makes these ruins so utterly fascinating. They have the potential to reveal great historical mysteries.
That's also why the relics are super important too.
Solus nods.
Correct you are, Solus! Much like the ruins, the relics found within them are pieces of history yet to be uncovered. Once we manage to locate said relics, we may use them to create working hypotheses on how the average human lived their life in a time before even written records.
So are there any relics around this place?
Unfortunately, I've not seen anything resembling a relic around here.
Somber frowns.
No matter! You simply have to keep our eyes peeled!
He glances back at you and Solus.
Let's move on, but mark this location down on your map. If you find any more ruins, do not be afraid to point them out. We never know what we may find.
Alright then. Huh. I like these guys. I guess they're just like little stone statues. Nice architecture. Huh. Alright. Oh, if there's nothing here. Let's see. Gotta keep my eyes peeled for any other enemies. Gotta scan the area. I don't see anything yet. It's pretty good. Oh, look at how beautiful these plains are. The rolling hills. You see something? I definitely don't. Keep moving. Oh! I see a wolf. Hey, guy, you friendly? Whoa, not friendly! Definitely not friendly! Okay, I guess these guys are, also being inflicted by the weird magic, apparently, that's making all the monsters do stuff. Yeah, you better run! Whew. Okay. There we go. Hopefully that won't spread. Yeah, well, hopefully not. Whoa, what? A wolf! There we go. I see another one! Come here! Yeah! Nice! More ruins. Man, these things are everywhere. Relics. Whoa! That slime is invisible for me. Alright, that's chillin'. It's over here. Oh, is this like a little tower? This is kind of cool. Looks like a collapse though. To get a pet to help you fight? That would be really cool actually. I think it'll kill me if I tried to take care of a pet. Might be too expensive. This guy's toppled over a little bit. Alrighty. There's nothing here either. Man, what do relics even look like? Wolves! There we go. Yeah, there are more over there. Alrighty. Okay. Now where are we? Woo! Fancy feet on accident. I don't even mean to sometimes. Whoa, what's that on the left? It looks huge! Oh, can we check that out? I want to run over. Those are massive! Are those trees growing in them? This one looks to be the biggest ones that we've seen. That looks like a door, right? Is that an arch? What's this? Huh? What's going on here? Three of you would make your way closer to the large ruins. Somber's eyes would glitter in awe at the size of them in comparison to the others you've seen today. However, before he manages to say anything, you all overhear some commotion within the confines of the ruined walls. You guys don't own these ruins! You can't just barge in and tell other people they can't be here! Well, last we checked, you don't know them either, kid. So why don't you step off? Oh, hey, let go! Oh, what's that noise? Somber and Solus glance at one another in concern, quickly pulling you aside to hide amongst the rubble. Carefully, you all peek out from behind the rocks to get a better view of the situation. There'd be a young girl in the center of the ruins. She has a satchel similar to Somber's around her shoulder, and is wearing several belts with pouches and pockets attached to them. She seems visibly shaken as a larger group of masked individuals surrounds her, pushing her down to the ground and laughing. Let's get out of here already! One of them shouts at her, grinning. Ah! No way! I didn't even do anything to you guys! What the heck's going on? Somber! Somber! Solus nudges him, keeping her voice down. Isn't that Leah over there? Indeed. Somber frowns, narrowing his eyes at the masked figures. Blasted Silverwings. Silverwings? What's that mean? Those masked individuals, Somber points them out. They're all members of the same organization. They call themselves Silverwings. You notice his jaw tighten. Our guild has had several run-ins with them recently. Apparently they came to this country from Iros after the Awakening, and they've been using their greater numbers to intimidate and bully us Galestriders away from the ancient ruins like this. What? Why would they do that? Because we would rather investigate the history of these structures and preserve the relics within. The Silverwings are far more partial to wreaking havoc. They've even stolen several relics from these ruins to sell. Priceless pieces of history gone in an instant. All because of these greedy brutes. Never heard Somber talk so negatively of someone. You narrow your eyes, looking down at the ground.
Somber, should we start heading back now?
Solus asked Somber, her brow furrowed. Wait, what? Why are we leaving? Rex, Somber turns to you. These individuals are dangerous. We're not equipped to deal with them. It's like this every time we run into them. We have to run back to Erwin, alert the guard, and if we're quick enough, they'll be able to stop them. Solus looks down at the ground with you, a melancholic expression on her face. You can tell that neither of them wants to leave the scene. They also don't know what they can do. You can't say you have a clue either, as you slowly look back toward the conflict. Leave me alone! The girl Leia shouts at the Silverwings. I was just minding my own business when you decided to come in here and be jerks! Jerks? You're just giving you a little warning, that's all, the Silverwing states. If you don't get out of our territory, we'll have to take drastic measures to make you leave. Simple as that. So you're threatening me now? You seriously have no shame, do you? I was trying to do this the easy way, he sighs, shaking his head. But it looks like someone wants to be stubborn. Fine by me. Well, hang on a second! You leap out from behind the rubble, storming forward with a fire in your eyes. Rex! Somber and Solus both shout after you, standing up in alarm at your sudden attempt to intervene. The Silverwings look up at you in confusion. The man who was previously talking tilts his head. Another one. Leave her alone, alright? You glare at them. Who gave you a crown and made you king, huh? You really think it's okay to go around and bully people? Just because you got in your head that this place belongs to you? Now I don't see your name on it! The Silverwings narrow their eyes at you, glancing on one another in confusion. Who the heck do you think you're supposed to be? The cavalry? Don't make me laugh. I'm the guy who's gonna beat you down if you don't get out of here! Kick us out, huh? You? The masked individuals will slowly begin to walk forward, completely passing Leia to instead focus on surrounding you. Quickly, her words get cut off in your throat as you look around at each and every one of them. We'd like to see you try. Oh, okay. There's more of you than I thought. You take out your sword defensively as the Silverwings continue to walk forward. They crack their knuckles, preparing for a fight. Hey, you didn't really think this through, did you? Hey! Back away from our friend! Solus jumps out next, her wand raised. You feel a static shock fill the air. Solus, wait! Somber rushes out to try and stop her. Fulman Payday!
Oopsies.
Perhaps it is friendly. Definitely not friendly! What the heck are we supposed to do against this thing? Okay! Okay! Great! I didn't expect. What is that? I didn't expect golems! Golems! Wait, golemancy! Wait, this is awesome! Oh wait, this is less awesome because they're killing me! Okay, no, this is fine. This is fine. We're just gonna fight. He's shooting! He's shooting stuff! He has magic too! What is that? What is happening? Well, okay, no, this is fine, Just remember, Rex, you also have magic. Next golem you see, you send him on fire. He's throwing rocks! Wow, okay! Next golem you see, you use fire. Here we go. That's a golem. Fire! Fire? He's fireproof. He's fireproof! No! Whoa! Okay. I'm very, very scared. We'll just stab this guy, the big guy. He just doesn't. Ow. Alright, you know what? It's just not working out the way I planned. This isn't going part of the plan. Okay, this gauntlet is useless right now. These guys don't get cut on fire. I've never had a pro where I couldn't use magic. Okay, let's think outside the box, alright? These guys are made of stone. Stone, bad for magic. They're also really hard to hit with a sword. I'm lucky these guys are already falling apart. Okay. Wait. If playing video games has taught me anything, there's always a big glaring weak spot on big boss monsters. And I think I see one on his forehead. How am I gonna hit that though? The spell Ellis gave me doesn't go that high. Actually, he threw me up in the air once already. Maybe he can do that again. Alright, okay! Oh, that was close. Alright, let's give it a shot then. Just one solid punch with magic. That's gotta break it, right? Come on! Ah! Well, I nailed him! Yes! I'm right! My years of play video games has come to fruition! My parents are always like, video games aren't going to pay the bills, they won't get you anywhere. Look at me now! This rocks! RPG expertise, and who said video games weren't useful? Okay, that is dangerous. That is highly dangerous. Alright, I see it close enough. Alrighty, let's do this. Come on. Ah, got him! Yes! I see that gemstone cracking. Alright, maybe one more will do it. I just gotta break it. I feel kind of bad at breaking something that looks that important. But I don't see another way of getting this guy to stop killing me! These guys are throwing rocks! They mean business! They mean so much business! Okay, come on! Finish your move! Let's do this! What? Ah! Yes! Ah! It pants as the golem falls to the ground, the glow running throughout its body slowly fading away. You place your hands on your knees. Oh my god! That was crazy! Did you guys see that?
That was absolutely brilliant! Somber announces happily, rushing forward to meet you. I cannot believe it! You managed to defeat the massive ancient stone golem completely by yourselves! That was incredible! Outstanding! Magnificent!
Did you see me, Somber? I was like, bam, zap, pow! And then Rex was all like, you want a piece of this? And he was like, whoosh, boom!
You actually beat it. Leia herself would blink in shock and awe. That's right, baby! I did it! Oh my god! You all glance in the direction of the Silverwings, as many of them peek out from behind the rubble in fear. He beat that stone monster? How's that possible? It's just some random dread, there's no way! No way, huh? Why don't you guys give me your best shot, yeah? You grin widely, turning towards the Silverwings. I beat that thing, and I'll beat you guys too! Just try and defeat me! The Silverwings jump at your laughter. This crazy! We gotta get out of here! Let's bail, come on! Before your eyes, all of the Silverwings would run away from the ruins, leaving you, Solus, Somber, and Leia to stand over the stone carcass of the golem. Yeah, that's what I thought! Here, Rex! Come take a look at this! Somber calls you over. You raise an eyebrow, walking over to Somber as he kneels down next to the golem, fiddling with some of its internal mechanisms, eventually pulling out some sort of metallic silver medallion. The center of the medallion would have a strange unknown rune etched into a smooth, deep blue stone. What the heck is that? That's a relic, Leia answers, walking over to your group. A piece of an ancient civilization that was lost to time. She winces, rubbing her arm. Somber hands you the relic before walking over to Leia. Are you quite alright, Leia? I'm okay, Somber. How do you guys know each other?
Leia's a Galestrider too!
I came out here for the same reason you three did, I presume, she says. You're on an expedition, right, Somber and Solus? And, I'm Rex. Are you a new member of the guild? Nope. Somber and Solus invited me out here to help on the expedition. Well, I'm glad you came. Without you, who knows what would have happened? You stepped in to stop those Silverwings in exactly the right time. And you helped bring down that golem and retrieve a relic? She smiles. On behalf of the Galestriders, thank you so much for your help. Yeah, no problem. We should return to Owen immediately, Somber states happily.
Yeah, we gotta tell everyone how cool Rex is!
The rest of the guild will want to see that relic as well. Leia motions the piece in your hands. Then there's no time to lose! Come along, everyone! Somber waves his arm, leading the way. Right behind you! Alrighty, let's go. This thing looks so cool. This is really ancient. It's so pretty. I can definitely say I've never seen anything like this. Yeah, I'm okay. Man, I feel alive. That was awesome. Oh, adventuring so cool. If that's what it's gonna be like anyway. Fighting giant golems. Uncovering ancient relics, discovering old ruins. Oh, it's so awesome! So you did super well, nice one. Hey, thanks! How's your hand? I definitely need to learn how to throw a punch. Cause my knuckles really hurt from punching a straight up rock like 3 times, even with a magic gauntlet. I definitely don't think if I had this magic gauntlet I wouldn't have even been able to chip that stone. But I did. Huh. So magic still is useful. You just have to figure out how to apply it sometimes. I still destroyed that thing, even though I couldn't set it on fire. Oh, that rocked. Get it? That rocked? Because they beat up a giant rock monster. On the bridge back into the city. It's so cool to be able to leave. Maybe I'll get to leave a little bit more often. Who can say? It's a really cool relic. It's a piece of history. Man, those Silverwings wanted to sell this off? Those jerks. Man. At least we got there. able to save it. What the heck is that? What's up with the crowd? Oh, what? Oh, I recognize those two faces. Uh-oh. I think I'm in trouble.
There. A bunch just walked up.
At the same time that you approach the crowd, another new individual does as well. Behind one of you, Solus, Somber, and Leia would stand, glancing at one another in confusion. Behind the other, Luke and Carly Mercer would consider the scene before them with interest and morbid curiosity. Before you all, the Admiral and Lane would continue their argument, or the Admiral would at least. Lane would keep his head down, glancing away as she continues to chastise him. Huh? What's going on here? As a captain, it is your duty to enforce the laws of Erwin strictly and diligently, the Admiral states. Therefore, I find it hard to believe that you found no flaws in your decision to bend those rules and allow a normal civilian to leave the city. Lane hesitates. You were given this unique position in the city to ensure that it prospers and to protect the common people, she continues, not to make such foolish choices with your authority. Well, hey, wait a second! You don't have to get mad at Lane, he was trying to help! As Rex approaches, the crowd would erupt with whispers once more. Behind Lily, Carly's expression would become practically unreadable.
Lily, keep writing.
She notes.
I believe this is precisely the story we've been looking for.
However, Lily's mind has difficulty focusing on Carly's words, as the description from Hera days before echoes in her mind.
He has silver eyes.
Luke leans over to Lily.
I'm confused. Did that blue-haired guard just help the Dread with something? Is that why the blonde woman is upset?
Lily turns to Luke in shock. Dread? Is that what she called him? Not answering Luke's question, Lily whips her head back to stare at the chaos. A silver-eyed Dread. Does that mean he's the Rex that Hera told her about? The Admiral turns to the new arrivals with narrow eyes. However, her gaze would fixate on Rex, and recognition sparks in her eyes. You again? Tch, I should have known it would be you. You always seem to find a way to bend the rules, don't you? She sneers. I wouldn't call it bending the rules, more like politely stepping around them. You're walking on thin ice, the Admiral states with narrow eyes, stepping forward. I'm not sure how you managed to convince an Aegean captain to condone your actions, but... Just a moment, Admiral. Leia steps forward to defend Rex. I'm not sure what's going on here, but I assure you that Rex is not the bad guy. In fact, thanks to him, we've managed to recover a relic from an ancient golem.
Oh?
Carly raises an eyebrow, muttering to herself.
Rex, Criminal or conqueror? Captain Lynn picking favorites? That doesn't have a bad ring to it.
Rex.
Lily fights to hold her tongue. She can't let it slip that she knows this Rex is someone who fell from the... Behold! Sola steps forward, grabbing Rex's arm and holding it up victoriously. Our friend Rex has helped us beat up a big golem and bring back a cool relic for the Galestriders. Isn't he awesome? Not even falling out of the sky can stop him. The crowd watches with great interest, and immediately, Carly and Luke's eyes widen.
Galestriders?
Luke asks.
Falling out of the sky?
Carly repeats. Her mouth curls into a grin.
Maybe that was just a saying? They can't be serious, right?
Shut up and write, Lilibeth.
Carly dismisses Lily's statement before shoving the notepad into her chest and leaning forward, completely enraptured by the situation. Even the Admiral would seem at a loss for words after Solus's announcement. On behalf of the Galestriders, I would like to extend a personal thanks to Rex for his assistance! Somber nods. I hope that this victory outside the city's limits forgives any previous transgressions! The Admiral scoffs, crossing her arms and glaring in Rex's direction, before turning to the crowds. All of you! Loitering in this area is prohibited. Leave immediately and return to your own business elsewhere. And you, Captain, I suggest you return to your patrol. I suppose in this case, your disregard for the rules was forgivable. Mm-hmm. Rex and Lily both watch the crowd disperse, leaving the two of them, Solus, Somber, Leia, Luke, and Carly Mercer. Solus lets go of Rex's arm, giggling to herself. I'm not sure if such a grand introduction was necessary, Solus. Leia hesitates. However, I'm certain that Rex appreciated such fanfare, especially in a situation that appeared to be quite dire when we arrived, Somber considers. I cannot help but wonder how long the captains were arguing like that in the middle of the entryway. At least all is well now.
They couldn't keep fighting about our friend when they heard how cool he was.
Solus rubs her finger under her nose with a smug grin on her face, and her other hand resting confidently on her hip. Yeah, thanks for that. I thought I was about to get arrested. Again. Wait, again! Somber turns to Rex in confusion. Without any warning, Carly Mercer rushes forward, pushing back some of the stragglers still making their way out.
Lily, follow me. Oh no.
Lily rushes after Carly as she walks with confidence directly towards Rex, pushing her hair out of her face and putting on a smile. She stops to stand directly in front of him, a hand extended.
Hello. Rex, was it? Carly Mercer. I run the Erewhon newspaper. Perhaps you've heard of me.
Rex blinks at her, returning her handshake slowly. No.
Well, I won't take too much of your time. I just had a couple of questions about your recent endeavors.
She interrupts, waving her hand with a small laugh.
Ooh, you're gonna be super famous, Rex!
Solus jumps in excitement. This is absolutely incredible! Somber exclaims. Quickly, everyone! Let us step away to allow him to revel in his opportunity for himself! Somber begins to usher Solus away, and Leia follows close behind, although she gives Carly Mercer a nervous glance.
Somber, no fair! I want my name in the paper too!
Somber, Solus, and Leia would leave you both with Carly and Luke. Luke glances at Lily nervously, looking over her shoulder as she dips her quill into the ink and prepares to follow Carly's lead regrettably. This won't be good, no matter how kind Carly's acting.
Well then, surely you have time to answer a couple of questions, right?
She asks Rex. Before he even has the chance to answer, Carly continues.
You said your name is Rex, right? That's a rather strange name. Is there anything else you can tell us about yourself?
Well, I'm a silver-eyed dread?
Clearly.
Carly's eyes narrow.
But surely, there must be something else you can tell us, right? Something a bit more interesting.
More interesting? I don't really know.
You don't know?
She brings a finger to her chin.
Oh, that seems rather suspicious, don't you think? A mysterious silver-eyed dread who has the ability to just exit the city as he pleases, and without any real guild affiliation.
Luke nudges Lily. She can't help but sigh and rub the bridge of her nose at this line of questioning. This took a quick turn. She really have to write this sort of thing down? This Rex is apparently just like her, and yet... Lily pauses as an idea pops into her mind. Wait, suspicious, huh?
Next question.
Carly continues, disregarding Rex's confusion.
Did you have an occupation before coming to Erewhon and stealing valor?
I guess I traveled? That wasn't really a job. Wait, hang on. Rex blinks at her. What do you mean stealing valor? When did I do that?
You got access outside of the city, didn't you?
Carly tilts her head.
So you must think that you can do a Galestrider's job better than a Galestrider, right?
But no way! I don't...
And yet, you managed to bring down an ancient golem. That's what your friend said, correct?
As Lily writes, Luke would glance over her shoulder. His jaw tightens.
Lily, you're not seriously writing any of this, right? I mean, didn't you also... Shh, don't worry, I have a plan.
Lily continues to write vigorously as Carly continues, although she can't help but smile at the words on her notepad. Once again, before Rex has a chance to answer, Carly interrupts.
And now, your friend also said that you fell out of the sky, right? Surely you've heard of the awakening.
I mean, yeah.
And then you must know that the awakening started around the exact same time that several people, such as yourself, were reported to fall from the sky. Therefore, could you be considered a harbinger of misfortune?
What? But...
No, I think I've gotten all I needed.
Charlie chuckles, tossing her hair.
Come along, Lily. We have a story to write.
You both watch her go for a moment, before looking back at one another. Rex hangs his head. He can't help but feel dejected after her questions. Did he not say the right thing? Was he not firm enough with his responses? Just when he thought things were going well. Oh boy, Alice will not be happy to read that article. Dang.
Did Carly go?
Mhm.
Hi.
Hey.
I'm really sorry about that.
It's fine. It's no big deal. Sorry, are you a reporter too? Cause
Kind of. I'm trying to become one. I'm just working under Carly. She can be a little bit of a piece of work sometimes.
yeah, tell me about it.
I didn't even get anything to say to her in response.
It wasn't like that.
Yeah. Hey, I know we don't know each other well, but I didn't write down what she wanted me to.
Huh?
Here, take a peek. From the skies to the streets, heroic travelers are here to help.
I definitely didn't expect that kind of headline.
Yeah, well,
It's a pretty good one.
I think it'll still sell, which is really all she cares about, so.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'm sure you probably heard in the crowd and everything, but my name's Rex.
Lily.
Wait, Lily?
Yeah.
Wait, Lily, it's me. Do you recognize? It's me, Rex, from our world.
Oh, wait, I do recognize you.
Yeah.
You're the kid that sits in the back all the time.
Okay. I'm glad that's my reputation. Yeah, we've hung out once, twice. Friend of friends.
Yeah, friend of friend.
Yeah.
But that is so weird.
I knew that there were others, but I didn't think. I never thought I'd meet someone I actually kind of knew.
I wonder if it's all gonna be like that. No, that'd be weird. This
That
whole
would
thing
be
is
weird.
Who am I kidding?
Yeah. Well, how did it happen with you? I just fell asleep and
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
it's a whole new meaning into falling asleep.
I thought it was a dream.
Yeah, you thought it was a dream? I thought it was a
Day
dream
or
at first too, until I kept begging to wake up and it didn't happen.
Yeah, but now it's weird. Sometimes I just do wake up.
Yeah, right? It's like for a while there, you just stuck in here. Thought it was gonna be like that forever, and then
Then it's not.
yeah,
I get what you mean.
every night. It's like dreaming a dream. And what's the dream anymore? I don't get how it works.
Oh wow, it's kind of weird talking to someone who actually understands.
Oh my god, it's so relieving. And I talk with my friend Alice, and she looks at me like I'm insane. Like I've just gone crazy. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
well-
I come from a different world, and she's like, yeah, okay, did you hit your head? It's impossible to
Told her
explain.
that?
Yeah, did she? Well, she probably, I think she buys it now. But for a while, she really thought I lost it.
Oh wow. I
But
usually
then
just
she-
stick with the fell out of the sky, don't know where I am sitch. The whole other world thing I was kind of worried would make me sound insane.
I was worried about that too. I think that's why I kept saying it. So that some people, you know, if someone could believe me, I'd be a little bit better off.
That's not a bad idea. Well, it's great meeting you. Genuinely.
Yeah.
How have you
Actually.
been faring?
It's been mostly good, actually.
Huh.
I don't know how I got here when I first showed up. I like crashed into the ocean. I don't know how I didn't drown or anything. But then these pirates picked me up. And then there are other pirates. And then I got knocked off the ship, and then I washed up on an island. And then there was a creepy mausoleum thing. and then there was a shrine thing with a statue, and then I put in a
Wait,
gemstone.
stop. Shrine, you said?
Yeah.
Did that shrine take you to some weird temple-looking place?
Yeah, with like big doors, right?
Yeah. Same. Wait. Were you near a town named Belthram?
No, I've never heard of a Belthram.
Where did you see the shrine? Where was the shrine?
It was on an island in the middle of the ocean. I don't know where it was.
Island? What? What did it look like? Was there a statue?
Yeah, there was a statue. It had a hole in the chest.
Gem-shaped?
Yeah.
That is so weird. I went through one of those shrine things too, but it wasn't on an island. I still don't know where it was. It was in some kind of forest in this cave.
Huh.
There's more of them. That is so weird.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't either. I've just been trying to make my living here.
Me
I
too.
don't really know what I'm
I've
doing.
been working
I mean, I
so
think
many
it
different
shows.
jobs. Yeah. I mean, that outside of the city, that was just so I could try to make some money. Because my roommate is on my butt trying to get me to pay bills.
Oh, well, mine's making me get a job too. Less of a roommate though, and more of a host.
Similar situations, I guess.
In a way.
World's
Yeah,
been pretty
seems it.
brutal to two people who fell from the sky, but it's been kind of fun too.
It's been fun.
Yeah. Oh man, there's so many issues. I've just like run straight at a wall, and I don't think I can get over it, but then I do somehow. I think I fall over it, you know? I don't even mean to climb, and then it just happens. And then I tumble over to the other side. It's been so cool. This world is insane. It's unlike anything I've ever seen. I keep finding and learning new stuff every day that I've never even seen or heard of before. Like, metal bunny ears. That's a first.
Yeah. It's probably the first you're gonna see for a while. They're kind of one of a kind. Long story.
That's pretty cool then.
In a way. I get what you mean though. I haven't seen it like that in a bit. It's kind of refreshing to talk to someone who finds it all so new and exciting. I mean, when I first came in, I kept seeing these weird, big purple mushrooms, like 3 times your size, practically.
Wait, they're giant mushrooms?
Yeah, a lot
I
of
got
them, too.
slighted. I haven't seen any of those.
In a cave, too.
What? The only cave I was ever stuck in was like this underground crypt with like dead creatures.
Ugh.
Yeah,
I'll take the mushrooms.
yeah, I'm envious now. Cool mushrooms. Are they bouncy? Could you bounce on them?
Yeah, some of them at least.
It's so rigged. That's the classic RPG experience, man.
Since I came to the city, though, things haven't been as exciting. I mean, I've been working for Mercer, so I think that speaks volumes within itself.
Yeah.
I had another job, but I got fired from that one, so now I'm just praying that this works out so I can actually get somewhere in this city.
Cool.
Yeah. We'll see. And you're just trying to make rent right now with your roommate?
Yeah. I actually should get on that as well. I gotta get some money for completing this job. We found this cool like relic outside the city, and now we need to go
Oh,
bring it over
wow.
to the Galestriders.
That's cool. I haven't left the city since I came here.
Oh, good
Apparently,
luck.
no one does.
Yeah. It's a tight regimen, I guess. I guess I see why. There was definitely some danger outside the city. A lot of stuff to fight.
No, I can imagine. Guards were bringing this creature through not too long ago today. Some giant thing that wound up in the farms.
Yeah.
Yeah. Purple. It was crazy. It broke out of the bars and we had to get it back in.
Dang. Wait, so you were
Yeah.
wrangling animals?
Yeah.
What have I done the past couple weeks? I fought like this pile of goo in the forest. And then just now I toppled a giant pile of rocks.
Oh, wow. I've just been running around the city aimlessly trying to get headlines and doing tasks for Mercer. It's been a week. Oh, speaking of, where is Mercer? Ah,
I'll let you get back to that. I can
Yeah,
only imagine what she'll do to you if you don't catch up. She seems like a real piece of work.
Nice meeting you. Good luck with that thing or whatever you're doing with it. What are you doing with it?
I'm gonna go give it to Galestriders.
Galestriders. That's the thing you like.
There she goes. She was cool. Never really got to interact with her too much. At least I know I'm not insane for sure now. And I haven't thought that in a while, but someone else going through the same thing as me. It has to be real now, right? Like, it's a guarantee. That's so cool. Hey guys. You approach Sola, Sombra, and Leo once more. They glance over at you, smiling. Ah! Hello again, Rex! Did your interview with the paper go well? Sombra asks. And I hope Miss Mercer didn't treat you too harshly. Further questioning can be rather intense, Leia admits. Somber! I can't believe we're friends with someone in the paper! It's not as though our own endeavors have not gone unrecorded in the paper, Solus, but I agree this is rather exciting indeed! How extraordinary! Didn't go as bad as I thought it did. Excellent! Sombra announces. I look forward to reading your article upon its publication! If that settles it, then, do you hand over the relic into the custody of the Galestriders? Leia asks, holding out her hand. It's imperative that we return to the guild hall for further study. Everyone in the guild hall is super smart like Somber, Solus says. They can know how old something is just by looking at it. You flatter me, Solus, but I wouldn't say it's quite that simple. How does it work, then? We have a number of instruments and documents back at the guild hall, Leia explains. All these tools assist us in identifying its age and potential usage. Aw, come on! It doesn't take a smarty pants like you two to know what the relic does, Solus waves her hand. It powered the big golem thingy! Correct, Solus, but how it managed such a thing is exactly what makes it all the more fascinating, Sombra adds. For example, the golemancy of today could be nothing like the golemancy of yesterday! Okay. Just looking at its base structure, it definitely doesn't look like any of the golems I've read about, Leia ponders. We saw a couple others in the ruins near it, Solus raises her hand, although they all seemed a lot less glowy. I predict that it only gained that glow after being powered by your lightning spell, Sombra considers. For that point, it remains as inert as any others. And this will require more thought from our guild leader. I mean, yeah, whatever you gotta do to figure this out. You hand over the relic, continuing. So, the golems appear alongside the Awakening too? Correct! Sombra nods. The Awakening made way not only to the ruins, but to also ancient magic and an influx of creatures. Did you see all those monsters outside while you were exploring? Solus asks. After the magic rushed across the land, a number of the beasts that had passively roamed the land became far more agitated, and their numbers increased drastically. That explains why the Awakening was such a big deal. You pause. That also explains why they had the rule in place at the front gate. Man, hopefully Lane isn't in too much trouble for letting me go through. I wouldn't worry too much, Leia smiles. The Admiral seemed to pacify when she heard about your achievements outside the city. Until then, why don't you join us for our return to the Galestriders, Rex? It is only fair that you are credited for your part to play in obtaining this relic, Somber says. Seriously? Heck yeah, I'm in! I'll run ahead and let Arthur know that we're bringing a guest, Leia nods. I'll see you guys at the guild hall. With that, Leia would depart, leaving you alone with Solus and Somber. We shall leave the ray whenever you're ready, Rex! Alright then. Okay. My spinal column feels collapsed. I think I got hit by that golem a few too many times. Still, I'd do it all over again. That was fun. Somber's so polite. Such a nice guy. Oh, it's her again.
You're gonna go meet up with him. I don't suppose that maybe, you know, you want to tag along to learn more about the Galestriders, don't you? Yes, please? Luke beams. Of course. Come on. You can follow me. Hey!
What's up?
Is it okay if I tag along for a bit?
Sure, yeah, why not?
And my friend.
Oh, hey.
This is Luke. Luke, this is Rex.
Hey, I'm Rex. Lily, this is, Solus and Somber.
Hi.
Yeah, they're the
Nice
two
to
other
meet you two.
Galestriders. We're heading over, right?
Oh.
I actually don't know where we're going.
Oh, well, that makes two of us. I thought I could probably get a few more details for the story.
Yeah?
Yeah, try to actually make it convincing and, well, nice. Knowing Mercer, any detail I leave out, she'll just fill in, and trust me, you do not want her to do that.
Oh, sure, Ooh, I can tell you about what it's like outside the city, so you know what to expect when you go out there? If you ever go out there.
I mean, yeah, sure, I haven't been out in a while.
Oh, there's like, there's a lot of, like, different creatures. What did I fight on my way there? There were, like, some slimes, and there was, wolves and boars, you know? Kind of like the normal, like, wildlife. And they're really aggressive. Apparently it's, like, the magic from the awakening has really riled up, like, all those creatures. So they, like, kind of fight on sight. Whoa, what's that thing?
Okay. Oh, that's the thing I was talking about earlier.
That
They're still
looks
struggling to move it.
freaky.
Yeah, you could say that twice.
I think it was in the city?
Yeah, apparently in the Castella farmlands.
Definitely didn't fight anything like that. I didn't even see anything like that outside.
Yeah, it was kind of a piece of work to deal with. My guess they weren't able to move it because of the commotion up front. Probably were
that
waiting
makes
till the crowd
sense.
dispersed.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's not really your fault. I mean, well, sort of is, but yeah. Hey, mind telling me a bit about how you came in contact with that thing?
Which thing?
What do they call it? Artifact.
Oh, yeah, so we stumbled across some ruins, and there were these jerks that were, beating up on another member of the Galestriders. And so we went in and we started getting confrontational. And then Solus threw a spell and it hit a giant, like, stone statue. Except it wasn't a statue, apparently it was a golem. And then it came to life and started trying to, like, pummel us. Then I hit it in the gemstone a few times until it, like, broke. It had, like, this gemstone on its forehead. And then it broke, and whenever it broke, it powered down. And when it powered down, Somber was able to pick up this, like, weird seal thing off of it.
Huh. I'm noting down what it looks like. Interesting. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, is this it?
Here we are.
Ooh, this is cozy. Man, it's huge!
Wow,
My
this is
room
really
isn't even this big. At least it has
I
two
don't think
beds.
anyone's is. Mine's practically a storage room.
Oh, these people look
But
so
it is a
cool.
storage room. I can see why you like this place, Luke.
Huh.
Wow.
You know, I don't know if we can talk to them. Oh.
Oh,
I got in something.
you did?
Yeah, I don't know where I clicked.
Oh, wait.
I don't know where I clicked.
Oh, wait, let me see. Let me,
I had to click around. I'm scared if I... You got it? Did you get it?
I got it! I think I sat down and like, I'm ready to talk.
The two of you would look over by a table and observe a young man prodding something that looks like a rock with some sort of tool. He scribbles down some notes on a nearby sheet of paper. Interesting. Even in inert state, the object appears to be vibrating at varying frequencies. Wonder if it's reacting to anything. Young man would trail off and continue to jot down information about the object.
Huh.
Okay. I don't know if...
Cool.
Are these people talkable or no? I'm gonna guess no, and we head up.
No, I'm gonna guess no as well. Oh. Looks like one of your friends already started heading up.
Oh, yeah. Somber's trying to guide us up. Who's this? Oh, we gotta look for the sweet spot, I guess.
got it.
Got it. The two of you would look over to two Galestriders who are making a bit of commotion. One appears to be doing some light first aid on the other. Hey, be gentle!
Stop being a baby. You wouldn't be here if you didn't stop to gloat in front of those silver wings.
Well, how was I supposed to know they use a shovel to ruin the moment?
I'm just surprised that you thought it was a good idea to take off some bird brains with oversized gardening tools.
Listen. Someone seems bold. Ah, I dashed. Who is this? I'm in one.
I'm in one too.
Okay, cool. Both of you would be walking by a post when something catches your eyes. Taking a closer look, you'd see a young woman who was crouching behind the support beam, gripping a cupcake that looks extra frosted.
She's never going to see this one coming.
The young woman whispers to herself before quietly snickering. Perhaps it's best just keep walking so the two of you don't get caught in the sugary crossfire.
Who
Yeah.
are these people exactly?
They seem pretty goofy.
Alright.
How tall is this building?
I don't know.
Huh. Whoa, ladder. I'm not climbing that.
Oh, I hate ladders.
I don't have the upper body strength for them. Oh. This guy looks important. I'm gonna take a seat.
Oh. I will stand in the doorway.
As you both open the door to the quaint and humble office, you find Leia on the other side, standing next to an older man in a chair. The man would have streaks of white and gray and has otherwise dark brown hair, and he has a pleasant expression on his face. And then just as the Silverwings are about to scare me away, he jumped out of nowhere and... Leia and the man look up to both of you as you step inside. Ah, you're here, Leia smiles. Sorry, we got a little distracted downstairs. No need to worry. The older man smiles at you both. Please, have a seat. Leia was just telling me of your endeavors outside the city. Somber, Solus, and Luke enter behind you. Luke's eyes have glittered ever since you entered the guild hall, and he tries to take in every detail around him. Hello again, Arthur! Somber announces. I assume that Leia's already shared the news with you, yes? It was utterly magnificent to witness firsthand. The capabilities of our friend here are brilliant, absolutely brilliant! I'm glad he's managed to excite you so wholeheartedly, Somber. And the man chuckles.
Yeah, but is that really a hard thing to do?
A man leans forward, resting his hands on the desk. It's a pleasure to meet you all. My name is Arthur, and I am the guild leader of the Galestriders.
Guild leader?
Luke beams.
Oh my god, it's an honor, sir.
Please, no need for honorifics. We're all friends here. After all, what you've done to help my guild members and ensure the safety of a very important relic, I believe the honor is truly mine. Hey, it's no big deal. All in a day's work. Miley glances around the room she's in. So these are the Galestriders Luke's been talking about. Seem pretty different from her first encounter with the Hunters Association. If the story's correct, you assisted Leia, Solus, and Somber against the Silverwings, and then again against a stone golem, correct? Vex nods, and then snaps slightly out of her contemplation.
Wait, this was mentioned earlier too. Silverwings, you guys too?
Arthur gets a grim expression. You heard of them? They're quite the nasty group of people. For several months now, they've harassed my guild and its members in an attempt to scare them away from the ancient ruins that came about during the Awakening, he explains. Yes, Somber told me about them. They sound pretty terrible.
Yeah, you have no idea.
Luke rubs the back of his neck.
It isn't just about the artifacts for them. Trust me. Luke ran into trouble with the Silverwings about a week ago as well.
I see. Arthur considers your answer. They've truly become quite the scourge. They don't even come from Mythos, Solus huffs. And they act like they can go wherever they please. Whenever they please. Next time I see them, it's all zapping. Oh, well, I can agree with the sentiment, Solus. You know they're far too dangerous for such casual encounters as the one you're describing, Somber says. Yeah, I know. But why are you gonna be so somber about it? Get it? Somber? Yeah, it's quite clever, Solus. He pats her head with a small smile. Well, at least they weren't a problem this time. Nix frowns, thinking back to the conflict. They seemed pretty intimidated after I beat up that golem. All I had to do was walk at them menacingly, and they were running away with their tails between their legs. They didn't have tails, Solus blinks. Wait, did they?
It's an expression. Leia laughs a bit. But he's right. I didn't want anything to do with Rex or the rest of us after we beat the golem.
I mean, I could say the same for the silver wings I saw. They were all bark and no bite.
I would be cautious taking them so lightly, Arthur warns. While your own experiences may not have proven it, the Silverwings can still be quite threatening adversaries, especially if you're outnumbered.
Leia rubs her arm in irritation, averting her gaze. Luke would react similarly, rubbing the back of his neck and sighing.
But that's enough negativity for now.
Arthur stands up with a smile.
Might I see that relic you retrieved?
Oh, yeah, sure thing. Rex withdraws the relic, leaning over to hand it to Arthur. He holds it up curiously.
That's quite the interesting piece, isn't it?
Somber walks forward to stand at Arthur's side.
The construction is not unlike some of the other sigils or seals we've managed to locate, and the runes appear to belong to the same ancient alphabet as the various tablets and scrolls we've uncovered. Fascinating! Fascinating indeed, Somber.
Arthur nods.
You said this was found within the stone golem.
Yeah, that's right.
We theorized that it certainly acted as an ancient power supply.
Somber adds on excitedly.
Still, for it to retain some semblance of usable energy after so many centuries is unbelievable. Our records of early civilization and its technology is rather limited. It's entirely possible.
Arthur ponders out loud. Arthur and Somber would appear enraptured with the device, making idle comments to one another as Arthur holds it up to the light and observes every angle. Leia giggles. Don't worry, they do this all the time.
Yeah, they definitely seem like they're on the same wavelength.
My apologies.
Arthur blinks, looking back at all of you.
I'll simply have to study this in my own time. Ah, if it's no trouble, I'd be quite interested in assisting with your study!
Somber raises his hand. No fair! I want to help out too! Solus rushes forward, pouncing on Somber and almost causing him to lose balance.
Yes, of course, Solus, I'm expecting nothing less!
Somber smiles at her. So, what now?
Of course.
Arthur turns back to Rex.
I believe after all your help today, you've earned this.
He reaches into his desk and withdraws a pouch of coins, scooting it across the table toward him.
It's the least I could do after you helped to protect my guild.
He smiles, giving a nod to Leia. Thanks, Rex. Leia smiles. Anytime.
You know, you're quite the skillful young man,
Arthur states.
We're always looking for new and adventurous talent to add to our ranks. Perhaps, if it interests you, you could join us and become a Galestриder. What do you say?
Ah! Solus yells in excitement. Yes, yes, yes! You gotta join!
It would be absolutely magnificent indeed!
Somber also shouts in excitement. The two of them lead forward in anticipation of your answer. No, I'm okay. The entire room would go silent in shock, staring at you.
Are you crazy?
Luke asks from his corner of the room, eyes wide.
You just got handed the opportunity on a silver platter and you would seriously just pass it up like it's nothing?
I'm sure he has a reason. Leia pauses.
You do have a reason, correct?
Somber asks.
Yeah, I've got a reason. I'm not an idiot.
If I'm being honest, I came to Solus and Somber earlier today looking for the chance to make a couple quick coins. That's it. Doesn't really mean I didn't have fun doing any of this, though. And I really do appreciate the offer, but... He considers Ellis. I've got enough going on as it is. And I don't think my friend would really like it if I made another commitment. Everyone takes a moment to consider his answer, before Arthur would speak up.
That's perfectly fine. In any case, thank you for your help today. I hope we see more of each other in the future, even without any guild affiliation.
Oh, totally! Yeah, you got it! You both stand up, shaking Arthur's hand. He gives you all a nod.
You're both welcome anytime. Any friend of my guild members is a friend of mine.
It was nice meeting you all.
We'll show you back outside, Solus says.
Well, come along, everyone!
Somber agrees. The two of them would be the first out the door. Luke follows after them, although casting another glance in the office, starstruck.
Right behind you guys!
That was interesting.
Yeah. Guess we gotta head out.
Yeah, I should probably leave out that you turned that down, or Carly would turn it into something crazy.
Yeah. It's just so cool, but I don't know if I joined for the right reasons.
I guess I get that. Oh.
Alright, let's head out. I gotta bring back my, paycheck to my friend so that we can pay for a tab. Oh, it happened again!
It did it to me too. Well, it was really nice and crazy meeting you.
Yeah, it's really lucky, actually.
Yeah.
I gotta head that way.
I need to find my way back, give my remaining notes, and then I can do that in the morning. I'm probably gonna call it a night as well.
Yeah. It's crazy we managed to come across each other in the city this big.
Yeah.
Sorry if that was a weird thing to say.
No, I agree, but at the same time, it was probably inevitable. I mean, talk goes pretty far. I've learned that much working in a reporter's office.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
See ya.
Hopefully I'll see you around.
Man, she's so cool. Like, really cool. Ah. She just exudes coolness. I'm envious. Alright. Well, this is the part where I head out. As you walk out of the guild, stepping back onto the dirt path leading you into the heart of Erowin, you glance back at Solus and Somber. They both grin at you. I would say this has once again been a productive and wondrous experience, Somber announces. And I still don't get why you didn't join the guild, Solus frowns at you. Like I said to your guild leader, I got commitments elsewhere. But what if we want to go on another expedition? Solus asks. Somber shakes his head. I'm certain that the next time we wish to venture outside the city with Rex again, we shall find a way. Yeah, I mean, I know I'm not gonna sweat it at all. Maybe after that article in the paper comes out, they'll see how awesome you were the first time and they'll let you leave whenever you want, Solus suggests. Well, it's entirely possible. Perhaps there's another form of paperwork you could fill out to authorize your departure. Either way, you got this. Absolutely! Thanks for your help today, guys. The pleasure was all ours, Somber states, walking down to meet you. Our time with you has proven to be nothing but completely magnificent. Solus jumps forward, although this time, you'd be ready for her. You brace yourself on your back leg as she pounces up into your arms, giving you a big hug. We should go on adventures more often, she giggles. I couldn't agree more, Solus! I mean, yeah, I'm not too busy with other jobs, I'd love that. And do not forget, Rex, that I still have several more questions for you regarding your biology and your capabilities as a Silver-Eyed Dread, Somber states. If you find the time in your busy schedule, I would very much like to dedicate an entire day to furthering my studies with your character. A little weird, but I accept. See you around, Rex! Solus jumps away from you, waving happily. You should teach me fire magic sometime. Oh, and tell your friend with the orange hair that I still want to have a magic battle. Solus, I don't believe such an idea is safe for the city's architecture. I'll let her know. See you guys later. Take care. All in a day's work. We just gotta head back to Alice now. Let's see. Just need to figure out how to get back to the main street, and then we walk straight back up to Latona. Looks like... Oh, it's like right here. There's the cart. Huh. Hydrates. Oops, thank you. Vex, thank you for following. Dragonese, thank you for following. Why So Grim Pal, thank you for following. Really appreciate it, guys. And if there's anything else I missed, let me know. There's a cutest siblings award, Somber and Solus would win by a landslide. Absolutely. But it's nice to know I'm not alone in here. Feels pretty good. There's a Russian. I can't do Russian during this. Mods, refund their points if you can, please. Your videos are good. Thank you so much. Crap, which one's the tavern? It's this one. Alright. Alice! I am home! Alright, I'm back! You walk back in your room at the inn, stretching your arms across your chest as you enter. Alice had been laying back on her mattress, her hands behind her head as she looks up at the ceiling. Yo, Alice! She sighs, sitting up. Please tell me you were gone all day because you had more luck than I did. Kylan didn't have anything new? She swings her legs off the bed, beginning to pace back and forth in front of you. No, he was the exact same as usual. He was all like, I told you that I'd find you when I've got something, Alice. Jobs don't grow on trees. Ugh! She smooths her bangs out of her hair, taking a couple of deep breaths. Hopefully your friends are more useful than his sorry butt. I'd say so. Check this out. You toss the pouch of coins at her proudly. She catches it with ease, opening the pouch and looking inside. Huh. She takes out a couple of the coins, biting down on them to test their legitimacy. Eventually, she gives you a slow nod. Not bad, moron. Not bad? Come on, it's more than just not bad. It's decent, Alice reiterates. And it's only a fraction of what we need to pay off that merchant. But hey, a little goes a long way if we manage to invest it properly. She walks over to her desk, placing the pouch down alongside a couple other stacks of coins, which are scattered systematically around a couple sheets of paper. What'd you do to manage this one, huh? I helped one of the guilds get a relic from an ancient golem. Alice stops in her tracks, slowly turning back towards you. You what? I helped one of the guilds. Not that part, idiot! The part about the relic! She walks forward, putting her hands on your shoulders. You kept the relic, right? No. I gave that to the guild. You didn't keep the... She lets go of you, beginning to pace once more, visibly seething. Oh my god, I can't believe this. I can't believe you! What? What did I do? Do you realize how valuable relics are? She exclaims. If we got our hands on a relic, we could sell it for literally dozens of silver coins. We would have been sent today to contact Ren. She glares back at you. But of course, you had to be the dummy that gave it away in exchange for a little pocket change. But the Galestriders needed that to study ancient civilizations. You've got to be one of the stupidest people I've ever met, she states plainly, massaging her temples. Look, Rex, I don't care what the other people needed that relic for. That fact was, we need that money first. Man, do you remember what I told you like a month ago? You've got to look out for number one in this world. So it doesn't matter what anyone else wants or needs. You prioritize yourself above anything else. She points to the pouch of coins you gave her. And that means going for the big bucks rather than giving them away. Capiche? I guess. Good. She sighs, walking back towards her bed. She gives you a sideways glance when you don't immediately move from your spot. Alice frowns. But, I guess, you did get some coins out of it. So it's not all useless. I mean, it's a start. Yup, she agrees. Just a really, really slow one. She looks out the window. Let's just talk more about this tomorrow, alright? We can try and figure something else out then. Sure. Night, Alice. Yeah. Without another word, Alice flops down on her bed, returning to her original position with her hands behind her head and her eyes closed. Man. One step forward, two steps back. I guess I just gotta adjust to how things should be here. Still getting used to this world. Ugh. Totally forgot that we should have got the relic. I don't know, it was on my mind, and then I saw those Silverwings and I don't know. They were sounding a little bit too much like me when I was first thinking about the relics. I just saw them as money rather than other value. I don't like thinking too much. I'm just not gonna think about it. Said, I'm just gonna go to sleep. Tomorrow's another day. Oh, and it's gonna be so awesome.
I know, right? They're a lot tougher than they look. They're out here beating up monsters and golems. They're definitely going to be a problem. Hey, did you hear the news yet?
About the travelers? Yeah, I heard. They don't seem all that tough to me.